boys and girls. All right.
Hello.
Dude, back from a little bit of a brizzache.
Yeah. A long one, baby.
Before we get started, I think I have something in my ear.
Just hanging out.
It's like I've had people looking in, nobody's seeing nothing.
We have started.
Huh?
You said we have started.
What?
Though.
What's that?
You said before we get started.
But yeah.
It's already begun.
But there's something in my ear,
All
I think.
right, cool. We'll keep talking about it.
It feels like it's one of those, and maybe you don't, but like sometimes your earwax comes out.
It should.
Yeah, but like sometimes the way you clean your ear will form the wax inside of your ear into like a very tiny ball.
I don't think so. I don't know if I've ever had this happen. But
well,
continue.
I think the reason it does that is because the moving of the ear around a lot, like makes it like not touch the walls, and then it forms it into a shape that is able to fall out. Versus like when I clean it, or like when a natural person cleans it, like they clean like this all the way around, and they're just spreading the wax on the outside of the ear hole or whatever. And I think I somehow do the opposite sometimes. And it just falls out sometimes. Like, sometimes I can feel it shake. Like, a lot of the times we're doing jiu-jitsu, and it's like, we're so hot and everything in the squeezing of the head and stuff. And I feel like I'm in one of those moments where I'm like, it's in there.
Yeah. How often do you clean your ears?
Every night.
Yeah?
Every single time my head gets wet, I clean my ears.
Yeah.
It's like a moisture thing. I'm
I
like,
think that's a good move.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because after every shower, I go in there and get pretty deep.
Yeah, but I do it differently than others, I think, because like maybe people do the Q-tips and stuff. I like roll the end of toilet paper really long, and then I just go in, and then I just twist, and it catches whatever it catches.
It sounds like you don't really clean them; you just kind of tickle them.
No, for sure. Like when I'm done, you look at my ear and you're like, "That is a clean ear."
I think you need a little bit more oomph behind it to really get in there.
But what are y'all doing?
Q-tips, baby.
No, I understand.
I think that can cause damage. I don't think it's the perfect way to clean your ears.
Yeah.
But I think that you can. You can get in there. You can really.
But
you got some kind of dick behind a Q-tip. You can.
Yeah. See, and that's the problem y'all are having. You're putting it back in. I'm trying to get it out.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're pressing it in, you're pushing it back in too. If you are, if there's stuff in there.
But I'm not. But the reason why this works isn't. It's not that it's pushing it in. Because there's no structure to the thing. That's why I use toilet paper.
And how do you get it out?
You know how you dry out like a cup? I'm using that technique, but I'm using my ear as the cup. So say you're in a rush and you just want to get you just washed dishes and you want to get them out of the thing. So maybe there's more dishes to be washed, or you just want the kitchen to look dead empty. So you stuff. Or, like, you dry things off, so I'll start with that. Like, you dry, like, plates and shit. Well, when you dry, like, a cup, you'll stuff the whatever drying apparatus you're using into the thing, and you're basically filling the space like water would fill the cup, but it's with a paper
but I think that
towel.
Earwax is a little bit different than water.
Yeah, for sure, but when you're coming out of a hot shower, I'm a hot boy, I run hot. And
does your ear have a back? That's the other thing.
There's no back per se. I mean, ultimately, it's
going to run into.
Yeah, no, I get it, but it's like I think part of the structure of the paper towel, and visual listeners, you're going to see what I'm saying. Like, I think part of it is like if this is the ear hole, like you're working your way in, and then something's going to catch, and you're going to like bunch up, and then that's when you start to twist. You're not necessarily going till you're going to feel brain or anything. Yeah. You're going... That's why I don't think Q-tip's the way, because I used to do Q-tip, and I was like, some of the times, it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to experience pain. Maybe not to the level of, like, blood or something, but you're like, ow.
See, that's how I know I'm getting them clean. When it hurts a little bit, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's deep enough. That's how I know. Again, probably not the best. I probably shouldn't go that hard.
'But
yeah, I mean, that's how I get in there.
Yeah, and also... I use the moisture that is in my ears.
Yeah.
It's a catch-all. It's getting the paper towel, because when something's dry, there's less grip. So when it's a little wet, like you're trying to pick up a box, your hands are dry, the box is dry, maybe it's been outside, less grip, so less torque. You wet the fingers a little bit, like you do one of these.
Yeah, less torque.
And you do one of these, and then you grab. It's like you've tripled your strength. It's crazy. You ever see the grandmas at the checkout, and they have the little sponge, the yellow sponge?
Yeah.
All that is wet.
But why do they use chalk for like lifting?
That's another grip technique. You're going the opposite way because like
drier.
Yeah, because the bar. I assume you're always talking about a bar.
Yeah, I mean any like gymnastics they use it.
Yeah, there's got to be the difference between dust and dirt and shit versus like chalk. Is like chalk has like a tact to it, like TACT, tact. It's got like a gripping agent in a different way.
But it's getting dry.
But yes, but it's like a
different kind of dry.
It's doing a little bit of gripping.
Interesting.
So
okay,
look into what the word tact means. I think it'll better understand your brain.
Tact.
I spelled it already. TACT. It's a real word. I know y'all like to grab me on these words.
I'm not saying I think
tact. I think it also means like you're a good person, something like that. It's a multifaceted word. What you got on tact?
Adroitness and sensitivity in dealing with others or with difficult issues.
Okay, and then there should be another definition that should be something like what I am saying.
I think you're thinking like tactile.
Not tactile.
Maybe. What does tact mean? The ability to avoid upsetting or offending people by being careful not to say or do things that would hurt their feelings.
So basically that, but with bodies and grip. So you're avoiding the ability to not grip.
You can't turn this one, dude.
Yeah,
you
no.
Can't spin.
You got to try.
Hey, dude, I am.
See, look, last time you did this, you read the wrong thing. I had to Google it, and then you Googled it, right?
Tactful person.
Okay, stop doing the person thing. Do like what is there a tact? Why people use chalk? Is it tact? Is chalk tact?
I don't think.
Google
tact
it.
is a noun. Tact noun. Tact noun.
I don't even understand the noun stuffs. But what I'm saying, it uses it as like a grip.
To improve grip by absorbing moisture from their hands.
It says tact.
Creating a drier surface for better friction against the surface.
What is that word?
So they're saying what?
Friction? What is the definition you're reading though?
Oh no, I looked up why do people use chalk.
Yeah.
And that was what I got.
We'll just call it tact.
To absorb sweat and create a drier surface for better grip.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's the definition of tact.
Yep.
Got it.
What I'm using it, and guess what? It is.
Okay.
Just go with it. Anyway.
Yeah.
But it's basically like that. That's why they use it. I mean, one of those reasons, and brand new lifter, barely lift shit. I think they use it also so they don't rip their hands. Because some of the times you're picking up something that's heavy or whatever. If you don't chalk your hands, or like you're doing pull-ups, if you're doing a ton of fucking pull-ups, they'll also chalk their hands.
Yeah. Or
you're doing like muscle-ups, or you're doing rope climbs. If you don't fucking have some sort of like,
barrier.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Because you do need a little bit of slip, but it's slip and grip.
I think that dryness would make stuff tear more.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like if it's a little bit, you got a little moisture on there.
Like for the muscle-ups or pull-ups and shit, if you're doing a lot of movement, you need it to not grip as much. So you need your hand grip to hold, but you don't need to hold the bar. You don't need to hold the bar in place per se. You need to have movement of your hand on the bar. Yeah. If you do it too much, you will rip your fucking whatever these are. I know they're calluses, but I don't know what that spot on your hand is called. Yeah. But yeah, going through a bit of a battle today. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I've been a fucking mess all day. Like
with
this.
The ear thing, or just in general?
No, the ear thing is a
afterthought.
Late onset day.
Late onset ear wax problem.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's new.
What's going on? Yeah, what else is
I mean, this morning I woke up and had an appointment, and I I saw that I had today off.
Yeah.
And I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I told them, hey, I can't work that Monday. I got something going on. And about a week goes by, and I looked at the schedule, and I was like, why am I off? I could be making money.
Oh, so you completely forgot about the
Yeah, so I messaged them back, and I was like, hey, is it cool if I just work?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that's fine
That's
for
what
sure.
we wanted you to do.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, sick. And then I got a text today at 9. Hey, are we still good for 9? And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Do you implement a calendar or no?
A lot of my calendar stuff is through text.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, what did we say?
Yeah.
That kind of, yeah. I don't know how to, maybe I'm not an Apple, I'm not good with Apple stuffs. I'm good with it, but it's like, I don't think it works how I would want it to work.
It can be very clunky. A calendar period, like on your phone, whether it's the Apple calendar or like a Google calendar, it's not as like streamlined as you want it to be.
Yeah.
Because everything else is so fucking easy. Like, so you go to text somebody, they're either there, right? Or you click one button and you click the first letter and their name pops up.
Yeah.
In a calendar, you got to pull up. If you're on the wrong month, you got to get to the other one.
Yeah.
Then you got to find out which day you're talking about, right? Yeah. And then you have to go in, okay, what time is it? Then you have to enter the time. And then you have to add a location if it's at a specific location. So there's a lot of different things you got to do to add into the, and then God forbid you got multiple people going to this thing. You're talking about a Google Calendar invite. You got to start adding emails and shit. So it's not as like cut and dry and easy, I think, as normal, like just stuff we do day to day.
Dude, it's so fucking annoying because I don't know who can't figure that out, because there's somebody that's been put in the position, hey, figure this out. And they're like, I got it. And they did what they've done. Yeah. And somebody was like, that's good enough.
Just thinking about it, I think there is 100% a
smoother calendar?
Yeah, there's an answer to this.
Oh, no, there is an answer. You're saying it exists?
Yeah.
What I'm
saying is Siri. You just tell Siri, hey, on February 23rd, add this to my calendar at this time. And they just do it.
Yeah, but
it just does it.
This is my thought process behind the whole calendar.
Yeah.
If we're gonna, if my phone is listening so fucking much, because it is, and you can give me these emails about like Russian Women Finder and fucking Orange Theory and AutoZone, like, and I don't even fucking talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I think it.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it.
Yeah, you don't say it out loud.
No, you never say it out loud. We've learned, don't do that. Yeah. You keep that shit to yourself. But.
Or you talk about it really quiet.
But you can't, you know me enough. Hello, you're my phone. Hello. You're my phone.
Hello.
You're my phone. We're hanging out more than anybody else I know. Me and you. Yeah. You're my phone.
You're on me 100%. Hey, all the time, I got you, dog.
Yeah. God is great. Or all what is the thing?
All the time, God is good. No, God is good all the time.
All the time, God is good. But like, and I'm really gonna wear this point thin. We're together all the time, dude. You know who I am. You are my phone.
I think it should just automatically.
What I'm saying, and I know I've said it too much. We're together so much. How do you not know I have a bad memory? How do you not try to hit me up like 2 weeks before this appointment that I have in my phone, or don't?
Yeah.
But like, it's in my text. So if you've used your like stopwatch so many times. Like, for example, when I clock out for lunch or I clock out for 15, I'll like hit a 15-minute timer so I know I don't have to think about when the break's over. It'll go off and then, I got to go back inside.
Yeah.
My phone will suggest around about the same time every Monday or whatever. It'll be like, hey, you want to start a timer now?
Yeah.
It'll do the same thing when I go on like my morning walks. It'll be like, you want to start a walk? Why doesn't it say, hey, we noticed you were talking to Hylton and on this day, on this time, y'all are supposed to be trying to hang out.
Yeah.
What's good?
Well, I think that if you get into a rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
If you're doing something every day, every Wednesday at a certain time. Because, like, you'll get on your phone. Like, if you have something at the same time every week, right?
It just goes, Should we start a masturbation session? It's just like, hey, dude, we get it. You do this
You're
at 4 o'clock
you're
every
out
day.
with homies.
Yeah.
My bad. But you go, like, you have something at the same time every week. You get in your car to go to that place, and your phone is like, here's the directions.
Yes.
16 minutes with traffic.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, right? But I think it has to be like a, you got to get into a rhythm. I don't think it can get, honestly, I think it would be a little too much if they were in the messages, watching all of them.
Hey, they are.
And adding, you know what I mean? I think that would be a lot. But I do think that the Siri thing makes it a lot easier. So I think you can just do that, and it'll just do it. You know what I mean? Instead of you having to go in and click all the things and change the time. Because then there's even a question about, like when you go to put the time of whatever this thing is you're doing, right?
Yeah.
It'll ask you, is it in Standard Time, Central Time, Mountain, Pacific? You know, and you're like...
At that point, I've already given up.
I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not putting a time in.
Hey, what time is it right now? That's what I'm talking about. But like 8 p.m. of that time.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from. I dislike it, but I'm trying to do more things in the calendar.
And this is another thing. And here at this podcast, we're big idea guys.
Big idea guys.
And I think you can elaborate a little better on my idea because like I throw it up. And you knock it out, right?
Yeah.
My thought process is, Hylton, I want to do podcast at said time. Yes or no? If you say yes or no, it automatically adds to your calendar.
Now, you want me to blow your mind a little bit?
Go.
So, if you have a Google Calendar,
see,
hear me out.
It's such a stretch.
Hear me out. You have a Google Calendar, right? Let's say you have your Gmail, Kodie@gmail.com, right?
Well, I just put it out there. Okay. I'm going to have to blurt that.
There's something that we talked about doing, right? I would make the time and add your email to it and send you an invite. Now you can click yes, no, maybe in there. If you click yes, it automatically adds to your thing.
Yeah.
And it'll tell me, hey, Kodie's in.
Yeah.
I don't think that you can do that. There's probably a way you can do it on the Apple Calendar. Yeah. But I don't know that.
Hey, guess what? That just pissed me off.
Sorry, dude.
Because that
let's see.
I need that through text though. I need to text you podcast 3 p.m. Monday.
Podcast.
Yes? And you say yes, and then it does this thing where it goes and makes that for us.
Right.
Even if there's maybe calendar's not the right word. Maybe there's a different thing. Maybe there's a textual punctuation or something. Like a textual timeline.
A textual?
Textual.
What are you trying to say?
Like communication through text? Like textual?
I think you're getting text and sexual mixed up.
Well, I mean, it's an intimate conversation. We're trying to set a time to do something. Oh. Hey, I'm creating this on the fly. This is a big idea kind of thing.
Yeah.
So a textual timeline. So it doesn't exist in your calendar unless you want it to. But this is a separate thing. So it's just like it'll show you in your text timelines or like times you've made with people. Like, yo, Bobby, I want to hang out with you Saturday at 3. You want to grab a beer or something? It'll be in your text. So it'll highlight in your text timeline thing. It'll be like potential plans with Bobby, 3 p.m. Saturday.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
I think that if you add that to your Apple Calendar with people, and I'm going to be real with you, I think it does that. I don't know, dude. I'm like 95% sure that it does that. Because I've had it where like
this is what support doesn't look like.
No, but here's my problem. I don't know how to work it.
Okay? So what are we talking about, dude?
What I'm saying is Jackie used to do this shit. She would add stuff in our calendar, right? And it would be us, and we would text, and if it came like that day, like if it was picking her up at the airport or whatever, it would pop up, hey, flight lands at 3:30. Be at the airport at 4 or whatever it was. Yeah. And it would pop up in our text. How do you get it there? I don't know.
So you're saying she knows the answers?
I think she's a lot.
Because you
smarter.
didn't do this.
I never. No.
It just happened to you.
Correct. I've seen it.
So there's someone out there.
Somebody knows.
Yeah.
Somebody knows.
Someone knows something.
And I'll do some research because it would make a lot of sense. But I think that there would be a lot of backup. Like, I think there would be a lot of things you have to do to get that to work.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
Another thing is, like, because I've attempted this, like, calendar thing you're talking about where you're setting a thing in it.
You mean use one?
But in the Apple thing, whatever the fucking...
The
calendar that's in there.
Yeah.
It asks too many questions, and then the questions aren't clear enough. Like, the question that always fucks with me, because I'm looking for a specific answer, is that say tomorrow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
See, already lost in the calendar. He's like, I got an appointment on there. I didn't even fucking know.
Well, it says inbox. I didn't know you had an inbox in your fucking calendar.
Yeah, take a gander. Probably somebody probably invited you.
It says a ticket. April 26th, 8 p.m. Saturday. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No idea.
And it doesn't even say. It just says clear search term submit search.
All right. Well, let's keep going. Yeah?
All right. But what I was saying is, like, say you go to create. So created.
Yeah.
Or click the start button. Title, location, or video call. Mm-hmm. All right. What? Location or video call?
Yeah.
All right. Piss me off already.
FaceTime. So you got a FaceTime meeting. Click the FaceTime.
Why does mine look so different than yours?
Because you're on dark mode. I'm on not.
I don't see the button. You have colors and stuff.
What do you click location or video call?
I have two things. I don't know.
Wait, go back.
Yeah.
Click that. There it is right there. FaceTime. Video.
No, I understand that. Well, I thought you were on this screen I was like, why is yours so much?
No.
But, like, it says repeat. What the fuck do you mean repeat? So do you hit a snooze and then it keeps going?
No. This is what I was talking about. Is every week, like, you can go in here every day, every week, every 2 weeks. So if it's a reoccurring thing, right?
So it means moving forward from that moment that you made it.
Yeah. So if you click every week,
all right,
every week at the same time,
all right,
you'll have that in your calendar.
And then also alert. And I get it that it says none at time of event, 5 minutes before, and all those things.
Yeah.
You can only click one. Hey, that pisses me off.
Well, you can add a second alert though.
Hey. All right. So, look, I need a friend, dude.
Yeah.
I need somebody that's going to be showing me stuff like this. I don't know. What I'm saying is, like...
It just answered all the questions he had about calendars.
But, like, what I'm getting at is, like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where you at?
So, yeah. So let's say 1 week.
1 week.
But you can only do 2.
Yeah, but if you don't think about it after 2 alerts, you really don't give a fuck about it anyway. So you're not gonna go.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well.
You give you that hour. You give you that hour before, so you're like, okay, I got that in an hour, and then you get 30 minutes before, so you got driving time. And if you're not up and moving by then, you ain't going.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna give up on the calendar, but yeah. So I forgot that fucking thing this morning. That happened. I lost, like, something at work that is valuable to the company I work for, and then I started doing something that ended up not being the thing I was supposed to be doing, and I didn't realize for, like, 30 fucking minutes.
Nice.
So I'm, like, a quarter of the way through the thing I wasn't supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm now behind on the thing I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, but...
Because there was a few things this morning.
Here's the thing, though. It's like... It's hourly, right? So,
yeah,
like,
it happens. I'm at work every hour, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when you're done, you're off.
Yep, that's...
Yeah, or when you're off, you're done. So, like, if you didn't get through the thing you were supposed to get through, you're still going home at the same time.
Yeah, no. I wasn't, like, I'm not emotional about the work I didn't.
So I'm really pissed off I didn't finish.
No. I don't give a shit if they're.
Damn.
Depending on who's listening,
spot,
depending on who's listening, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
That's not the thing. Was I just kept
the people
stumbling?
He cares.
Yeah, I just kept fucking up, like back to back this morning, and I was like, all right, cool. Ended up that the day fell into a better spot than it started, but like, I really didn't know it was in a bad spot until that moment, and I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, so we're battling back, dude. Also, I'm in Remission, so.
From the Reeses?
Yes, I just was bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
when did your
It wasn't the worst I've ever been, ever.
Yeah. When did that start? How long has it been since your last Reeses?
I finished the last of them last night.
Okay.
What? I'm being honest with you.
That was, 16 hours?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm opening up to you, dude.
All right. No.
It is a problem.
I'm happy
it's hard.
about it. But in a normal... when you were in a bad spot, would you have eaten them anyway between now and last night?
Huh?
A couple weeks ago. When you were bad off.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you have eaten them this morning? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got through the morning.
Do you want me to tell you a bad day?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
The bad days on this last run, brother, I'd wake up, the eggs or the hearts or shape of the season, whatever it is right now. At the time, I was bad off on the Valentine's Day kick. Because, I made a deal with myself. I noticed I started to slide, and I was like, look, I got to make a deal that's going to make it a little harder than just getting them whenever. And I was like, I'm making a deal that I can only get them if they're on a sale. Not for sale.
On a sale.
On a sale.
They're part of a sale.
Yeah, so it has to be clearance, a BOGO, $1 off, whatever the thing is. And I really wanted to hold true to that being just at or somewhere.
Just edit that part.
That's crazy. Dude.
No, it's fine.
But
then you go to other stores, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're
shopping
always on sale.
when you're shopping,
right? Yeah, they're on sale at a lot of places.
And I frequent some places.
Yeah.
And I was just like, maybe it should just be on when it's on sales. And that worked.
Except they were always on sale.
Well, this is the thing is in the beginning.
Also, the thing is when you're buying them on sale, it makes it you want to buy more.
Oh, for sure.
If you got a BOGO going on or a
have we had this talk before?
Off, well, no, but I'm just
I feel like we have. We didn't just recently have this talk?
No, I don't think so. But what I'm saying is when shit like that is going down, you're like, oh, I could buy 3 bags, whatever it is.
For the price of...
Yeah. So it makes it a lot easier to buy more, which at the end of the day lasts longer.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
In theory.
But more.
This is my thing, is also whenever the price goes down, the amount that it lasts should also go down. So
your $1 per Reese's has to be the same, is what you're saying. $1 per Reese's, cents per
the
hour.
Amount
Cents per minute has to be the same.
No, the amount I respect a Reese's is basically valued by the dollar amount. So if the amount per ounce is low, I don't respect that Reese's.
So you fucking shoveling bitches in.
I mean,
so if they're BOGO, you're fucking ripping through them.
Yes.
Jizz.
At an alarming...
Jizz, but also...
So let's just give you a theory. In a day...
Hold on, theory. Tell me what happened.
Okay, well then we got to go back to that theory.
Yeah.
What happened? So worst of all the days, I'm doing these deals, and yes, you're buying a lot because they're on a deal, and you're like, dude...
What's the... Did you buy a lot this one day?
So, the most I would buy in one sesh that I've bought in this past run in one sesh is 6 bags.
God
but
dang.
but it's on a deal,
I got that.
and that would 2 days. I don't know. Like sometimes you get lost and you're like, did I have 5 bags?
There should be another bag somewhere.
Where did that bag go? God damn, talking about this is making me want Reese's so bad, dude. Oh my God. And they're not on sale right now.
Yeah, no, they're not. They shouldn't be.
But in theory, so I'll go back to, so like in the bad day, so you'll get them on a deal, say you got 6 at the house. I'll wake up and I'm like.
What's crazy, I just want you guys to know also about this while we're talking about it. He hides them, kind of. I don't think I've ever seen a bag of Reese's in this house, just out and about.
Oh yeah, no.
So they're tucked away for you and only you.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's no community Reese's in the house.
Bro, there's not anything else that he puts in his room like that.
Nothing.
Nothing like that.
Nothing.
I mean, stuff sitting out on the counter. Like,
Yeah.
not like that. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, there's an area where we put stuff,
Yeah.
like the fridge, all that. It's
not necessarily
it's not
that it's
like-
community food, but it's like if you need it, grab it.
Right. Now, the Reese's, you got a safe in there for those things?
No, it is difficult, look, because I know how much I enjoy it, and I don't think you do. I don't trust you're going to enjoy it as much as I enjoy it, so I don't trust you to eat it like
That
I
is
eat.
the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Because, look, I'll buy you a bag, and I'll see that bag there a day and a half later still. And I'm like, what is he doing?
Because that's normal.
All right.
That's normal.
Cool.
Yeah. To eat a couple of them and then not do that for a little bit and then eat a couple more.
I've never in my life,
And then
if the availability was there, ate a couple.
yeah.
That to me is insane.
Right.
I can't fathom if I can only eat a couple, I'm gonna try not to eat them at all.
Yeah. And the thing is it's not. That's normal. You're insane. That's what's happening.
Hey, Remish, I told
Yeah.
you it's a problem. It's the
he
biggest
gifted-
problem.
He gifted me a bag of, I think it was Hearts.
All right.
He gifted
I
me
knew
a
this
bag
was
of,
gonna
I
come
think,
out.
and I was out on the couch hanging out. I was watching TV. I was like, damn, I had like, I don't know, 5 of them or 6 of them or something.
Yeah, there's a good amount left.
Which and honestly, that night eating them, I was like, okay, I need to not eat anymore.
Oh,
After 4.
So look, you're explaining the origin of this problem, this run that just happened. It was then.
You mean that time?
Yeah, and I know that was months ago now.
Yeah.
That was the origin. I think it was one time before that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw somewhere that I was like, holy shit, these are like 70% off.
Yeah.
And I got me 2 bags.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, still not even the price of one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, I'll just walk up there and they have it again. I'll get 2 more bags. I got 3 because I gave you 1.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, I had 5 or 6, I think, that night, and after about the 4th one, I was like, okay, I don't need to eat any more of these, and then I had 2 more, but
I need that.
Yeah, so I left the bag, I wrapped the bag up, and I set it, it's out there, community bag, right? And the next
Is that what you mean by leaving the bags
afternoon, next night, I went back to go watch a movie, hang out, and the bag was gone. And I was like, interesting. That's crazy.
What?
I didn't eat those.
Yeah. What'd you feel in that moment?
I was like, damn, because I knew you had 2 bags. Because I was like, I only ate like 6 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, he already had 2 full bags, and then he ate the rest of the other bag
Yeah.
within 18 hours or so.
Yeah.
And I was like, also it was like, hey, I got you these. I got you these, and then you eat them anyway. I was like, not really much of a gift, but all right.
Yeah, and look, I want to replace the gift, but I can't trust myself to go buy those.
Yeah, I mean, don't.
I can't.
If I want them that bad, I'll buy them.
I needed to
for
hear that
myself.
out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was This is what I'll say too. On the whole worst of the days or whatever.
Yeah.
You know the shape of those, like they're hearty, they're hefty, they're like bigger than a regular Reese's miniature cup.
Are you talking about hearts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or any of the real shapes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're all about the same net weight. Mm-hmm. And it's peanut butter's doing the heavy lifting in this. You know, like normally I feel like roughly 50-50. I don't know the exact dynamic, but I think when you do shapes,
there's a thinner chocolate.
A much thinner and look more dissolvable.
Different.
It's definitely different. It's soft, and I swear to fucking God, it is a different chocolate.
It's 100%
because
chocolate.
And do this experiment at home. Eat a fucking Reese's miniature cup, like the most known one. Eat a fucking regular cup that you get at the convenience store, and eat a shape.
Yeah, it's different.
And you tell me which one's best.
The miniature ones and the regular cups are like tempered chocolate, so they're almost like you can break it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's a soft break, but it is a break.
But it's a break.
For sure.
It's like a clean type thing.
Yeah, and if you're eating it and you're chewing it, you do have to break through that soft break.
Right. And then if you bite in the middle of a full-size Reese's cup, there will be like it will like crack.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Now, if you go into a shape, you'll leave teeth marks.
Yes.
Because it's soft.
Yes.
And you can like that and it'll
It's almost as if the chocolate has been sat on. Like
it's been in
body
the pocket.
heat.
It's been in the pocket for a little bit.
Yes, body heat has gotten to it.
Right. Yes.
That's what shapes taste like. Mm-hmm. And it's great.
Mm.
When you go to shapes, it is so hard to go back. Not that you will not go back. It's Reese's. What are we talking about here? Mm-hmm. You'll always go back. It doesn't matter.
Do we need to be talking about this after you're in remission, or what's up?
You've gotten me bad off in a hole. But
I didn't even say anything.
But this is
you started the remission talk.
Hey, look, I miss Reese's,
dude. Anyway, tell me the bad day stuff.
But hold on, the shape. I'm getting to that. The shape and the weight of the shapes. Mm-hmm. They're different. They're heavier, and it's primarily peanut butter. It's got to be like 60-40, 70 or 65-35, something like that. It's definitely more.
Yeah.
Protein. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So. I didn't want to be in a bulk.
Hey, you and I both know that's not true.
I didn't want to be in a bulk, but I found myself in one.
Yeah, I think this is the wrong time for a bulk.
Yeah, no, it's the worst time. Yeah. It's right up on
the
end of the cut season.
It's cut season.
It's the end of the cut season.
Yeah.
This is the last little cold air, and we're right there. But the worst day, I don't know, probably 60 of them, of the shapes.
How many bags is that?
Well, depending on the bag, the regular bag is 18.
We need to be
like a regular 9.6 ounce bag is 18 of those. So that's 3 bags. Roughly.
Okay. 18, 36. It's 4 bags.
I mean, it's not all 4 bags. Mm. There does come a point in these.
So you stop yourself on the 4th bag.
You know what? You know what it is? It's in these little moments when you're eating them. Like you crack a fresh bag and you're like, I'm a body this bag right now. You get done with the bag and you're like, depending on what you've eaten that day, if it's anything else, you're like probably sat on that for a good while.
Yeah.
But if you haven't eaten and you're ending your day on that, you'll eat till you get like the Reese's like backup. You know what I'm saying? Where you go to burp. You ever drink a milkshake and you go to burp?
Wait, hold on. How many times did you not eat anything and then just eat Reese's? Like during the day.
During this run?
Yeah, I mean let's say you don't have anything for breakfast or lunch, and then you're just eating Reese's.
A good bit. Like a lot of those days I had one meal.
That was the Reese's?
No, what I'm saying is like I would eat the Reese's and that doesn't count.
So you did eat something.
Yeah, but it would be like I gotta eat real food. Like this is being crazy right now.
So you would eat the Reese's and then have a full meal after?
Well, I'd eat the Reese's. Like I'd have a bag in the morning during my walk, a bag. And then
during the walk, huh?
During the walk. We're talking like 5 a.m. bag. Done. 6 a.m. The bag's gone. It's over with. And then I may be having another bag like after like midday, so like round 2:30, something like that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm looking at dinner, and if I haven't spoiled my appetite.
But you're not eating lunch.
No.
Okay.
I had the Reese's. Like, it's like it does something different to you. Like, you got to be conditioned for this kind of stuff. It's not like.
Hey, no, you don't.
To make it like the only food you eat?
Hey, it shouldn't be.
I know it shouldn't be. You know what I did? I did mess up a little bit during this little run. What I've learned from doing this is, when you go to the movie theater, popcorn snacks. Mm-hmm. So whatever that normal rotation is for you and whoever you're with, you know that everybody kind of has their own little thing down packed. Maybe they don't go to the movie theaters enough, but they have an idea for what they want to take in. So what I used to do is I used to do popcorn and then a snack. So like whatever that is, if I'm feeling sour or I'm feeling like chocolate that day. Well, I got into this thing where I would take sour strips. Mm-hmm. And then I figured out that like almost pound for pound, sour Skittles are like better for price and calories. Like they're lower.
It's crazy that the calorie conversation is a part of this somehow.
But look, that was when the sour, because like you cannot, which I should probably just switch to sour, because like chocolate you can go forever.
See, I can't.
Why not? What is the thing holding you back?
Teeth, dude.
Your teeth hurt?
Yeah.
I
eat 3 of those, and I'm like, okay, I can't. That's too sweet. I gotta stop.
Yeah, maybe if I had the speed bump to do something like that, I'd slow down. But I'm not having that. Every time I go to the dentist and they clean my teeth, they're like, "You're doing fantastic," and I'm like, "Well, my teeth don't touch, so it's pretty easy." But with the sour thing, my heart races. So it's like you get through like a king size sour Skittle bag. If you eat it too fast, like if you're eating it during a movie and like you're done with the popcorn because it's so salty, you'll start to eat the sour Skittles. But if you don't pay attention, you eat the whole bag. Like within a scene, like fucking Nosferatu's over here humping this lady, and you're like, holy shit, I just ate a whole king size sour Skittles bag. You're racing. What do you kind of do to chase that? Reese's, because it's gonna bring you down. Because Reese's chocolate peanut butter denser, so you're floating on a high like you're on a Red Bull, and you need something to bring you down. Guess what? Chocolate peanut butter doesn't bring you down from sour Skittles.
I'll be honest.
That shit.
I don't think that.
I think it's built to go together or something.
I don't
to keep
know
you going.
if I've ever eaten an entire like start to finish sour Skittle.
Yeah,
like king
it's a
size
rush.
joint.
You should try it.
No. But it's not even about the heart racing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I get that in caffeine. That's where I get that from.
Okay.
Right? So I'm accustomed to that in a way. But I'm more worried about the tongue.
You're going raw.
What do you mean?
Like it's gonna burn your tongue?
Yeah. You get halfway through a bag of Skittles.
How are you eating
dude.
sour Skittles?
That's what I'm saying. I eat half a bag of sour Skittles and my tongue hurts.
No, I mean but what are you doing with them in your mouth?
I'm putting them on my tongue and sucking all the sour stuff off, and then I chew them like a normal Skittle.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, dude? Pop them joints in there, give them a little, and then go to the teeth, dude.
Oh my god, you might be the first person that ever eats candy the way it's intended. I think
Kodie. What have we learned?
Why are you getting pissy?
What have we learned in the past 15 minutes? That what you think is insane, what you think is crazy, is the normal. I think 99% of people eat sour candy the way it's meant to be intended. You're the 1% that does
I don't
not.
think that's the case. I bet you if you were to ask our listeners that people eat candy, like depending on the candy, there's some candy that you cannot do this with. Like there's like butterscotch. You probably can't just be eating a lot of butterscotch. It's so specifically flavored. Or if there's something like fudge, something that is crazy rich that you're just... I'm eating... This is not slander on Reese's name at all. But it's the most mass-produced chocolate peanut butter combination that can be eaten a lot.
No, I know. I get it. But have we not learned that the stuff that you do is the crazy part? And that you think the normal stuff is the crazy part?
You know what?
Based on all of the food things that we've talked about.
Okay, I don't know if we've learned that. Maybe you have. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, this is my reality. I'm living this. Like, this to me is not crazy.
Hey,
Sometimes
it is.
I hear you, but I hear you say it is, but you understand, to me, it doesn't feel crazy.
Yeah.
This isn't me putting on for the camera. That I legit think, like, when I open a bag of Reese's, I'm gonna finish that. Like, there's something mentally that I'm like, it's like a, I don't know if it's a, I'm not gonna quit thing. I don't know if it
pays off.
I don't know if it's like a, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to know.
You got that goin more sticker on the back of your fucking iPhone. That's what it is, dude.
Yeah.
You open that bag of peanut butter cups, you're like, fucking one more, dude. I got this shit.
Dude, I really don't know what it is, because it doesn't make me feel good physically. It doesn't make my pocketbook feel good.
Right.
The only thing that makes anything feel good is when it's in my mouth. It feels good. That is the most, that's the peak of the experience. Right. Is it in my mouth?
You're chasing the dragon, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
How do you eat sour Skittles? You just go straight to the teeth and chew them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how I'm eating the Reese's too. I'm like, dude, I can eat a whole bag, like that whole bag of 9.6. Seriously? Maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it takes no time.
Right. No, I can understand.
Yes.
The sour Skittle thing, or the sour candy thing, period, to me.
The sour Skittle thing is, like, I'm eating it as well pretty fast. I don't know what it is. I eat fast. And that probably doesn't help in any of these things. I'm a fast eater. I'm not, like, trying to race you.
Yeah.
It's not a race, because in my mind, I'm just eating. Okay, I'm done. I want another mouthful. Like, I'm just eating, like, whatever I would eat like.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah, so I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy the things that we all get used to. And, like, what you feel like, oh, this is just what I know.
Yeah. Now, I will say, like, some of the things that I do, I know are crazy. I know. But I get that. Like, I understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, and
I accept that the way that I do eat some things is weird. And that's okay.
I'll give you an example. Like, I don't think it's that crazy for me, but I think when I'm in it, I'm like, you're getting a little out of hand. Like, a bag, realistically, for me, if I'm going to pace myself, should last a day. I should not be going through more than a bag a day. That's crazy. That's the awareness level I'm on. Okay. Now, I will see other people do things that I'm like, that's crazy. Like, our friend Dalton will have fucking the craziest pre-workout Rise makes. And a fucking, he'll have that and an energy drink at fucking 11 at night.
Yeah.
To do a lift. Is he sleeping?
No.
What's going on there? Or is that like, because back in the day, and I learned this from having ADHD, like back in the day when we lived at the house, the other house, I used to drink a cup of coffee to go to bed. Like, it was like, that would be my sweet. Of course, it'd be loaded with creamer and shit, but like, it would make me feel relaxed. And apparently ADHD people react differently to the caffeine that's in coffee. Like, it relaxes them. It doesn't like necessarily get them up. Yeah. I don't know who did the math on that and figured that out, or like why they made it like that, but that works. Yeah. So maybe that does that with Dalton. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. But then you would wonder, why is he doing it for a workout? So it's got to give him some kind of an up.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, maybe he's done it so much that it like just doesn't really hit him.
Yeah.
It's like he upset every time, so it's just enough to get them up that time, and then it's like, who knows?
I think that's one thing that, like, when it comes to, like, taking pre-workout and shit, like, I'm bad about energy drinks. I would, like, when I go anywhere every morning, I stop and get an energy drink.
Yeah.
That tough time getting that one out.
You need one right now. You're like, I'm fiending for one right now.
But, like, and I know I'm bad about it, but because it's a shit ton of caffeine every morning, but I still have, like, if I don't eat with it or after, like, pretty quickly, I'll, like, notice, okay, I'm, like, really tense and, like, shaky. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah.
But I can also notice if I don't have caffeine, then I get, like, a headache, you know?
Yeah. You have that, like, Pavlov dog thing?
Pavlov's.
Pavlov's?
Pavlov.
You have that, I think.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's whenever you create a pattern, and, like, say I walked in the studio, grabbed a root beer every time, and I pressed play. And I came into the studio one day, and I just pressed play. I'd be like, whoa, something's wrong. I can't figure out what it is, but something's off. Well, it's like that. Your brain is like, yo, we're normally receiving caffeine right now. What the fuck's going on? Alert.
Well, I think that it is actually... I get what you're saying, and that might have something to do with it, but I think it is like a withdrawal from caffeine thing. You know what I mean? Like not having it in your body, and your body's used to it. Type.
I mean, that's exactly what it is, but it's like you've... what I meant by what I said is like you've gotten it on a routine. So your body's like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah. It's a bit of a deal. Like, I feel like it's hard to not have either coffee or an energy drink. I'm more coffee because I just make it to my taste, and I feel like my taste is like it to me. It's like a dessert.
Yeah.
But it's like it's still got caffeine and shit in it, and it's because of the way I make it with like protein. So it's like you got 30 grams of protein every morning with your coffee. What are the things you think you eat weird? You were getting on about a second ago?
Like Reese's Pieces. Eating them light to dark. You know? And then I eat them funny.
Okay, eat them light to dark.
Yeah, yellow, orange.
Impossible.
Black. What do you mean?
You're in the movie theater. What are you doing?
I'll be honest.
You're waiting until a scene is light enough to see your hand?
I'm looking at my hand, yeah.
You're over here 100%.
Like... If I'm in a movie theater, I'm looking to pick out which one's the lightest ones. And then I'm eating those first. And then, but when I eat them, I don't just chew on them. I put them in my teeth, my front teeth, and I crack them.
You like sunflower seed them?
Basically. So they're like sitting like this in my teeth. I crack it like this to get the shell off. I take all the shell off, and I eat that first. And I still have the little peanut butter disc. And then I eat the peanut butter disc after.
Okay.
So I do that every Reese's Pieces.
What part of that do you enjoy?
All of it.
I mean, like,
I like cracking that.
You split it. No, I mean like the flavor-wise. You like the outer shell flavor, or do you like the inside better?
I think I'm more of the inside, but I like the texture of the crispy outside.
Okay.
I like to get that off first and crunch on that, get that out of there, and then most of the time I take the disc and run it through my front teeth like a chomper. So I'm just like biting down on it. And then like Skittles I eat light to dark, or any like jelly beans or anything like that I eat light to dark. But
when did you really notice it?
I mean I never really thought anything of it. It was other people that were like, hey,
you were just like, hey, I'm gonna have a fun little game with this.
Yeah, I mean I just had to eat them like that. Like when we got our Easter baskets when I was a kid, when we were kids, like they would have whatever kind of candies or stuff in it, and then my parents would put like, the fake straw in it, and then they would put jelly beans in the bottom, like just pour jelly beans in it, so they were just loose. But I would go through and eat all the yellow ones first, and then all the orange ones, and then all the, and I think it also was because I always liked the darker flavors more.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like the lemon or that kind of thing.
This is the burger.
The blue.
You're eating your candy like a burger.
What do you mean?
You're saving the best for last.
Right.
The best bite.
Yeah, like, and the other thing, too, is I think we kind of talked about this already. But I always eat, if I've got, like, a burger and fries, I always eat fries first.
Yes. Yeah, we talked about the burger thing.
But
yeah, that's why I was saying that. It's like there's something too that's so nice about the finalization of finishing at one color to go to the next.
Well,
You're like, I got the shittiest one out.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
here's my thing.
the next one's going to be a little better.
Here's my thing is I don't think about it like that as much as I want, because I know the best time. I know my window to eat the fries and for them to be the best quality is very short, because you want them crispy and hot. The second those things get cold, they're going to be soggy and boo-boo, right?
Yeah, they get a little thick.
Right. So I know that I gotta get through those first, because that's the only time they're going to be good. If they get cold, I'm not going to want them.
Yeah.
Right? So I got to go with that. The burger can sit for a little bit.
Hey, dude. We're...
yeah. Hey, yeah. The burger can sit a little bit, because depending on where you're coming from.
You wanted to set.
Yes. And I'm going to be real with you. I don't know the last time I've had a burger without cheese on it.
Okay, why did you say that?
Because my point is that depending on if your burger's wrapped or contained in something, right?
Yeah.
It's going to kind of steam. Your bun's going to get a little softer. Your cheese is going to continue to melt. And it kind of turns into its own thing.
Yes,
right?
it becomes solid.
And so if I get those fries out of the way, it's going to do its thing.
Yes.
Right? Because if I try to go at that 110%, I'm going to burn the piss out of my mouth.
Oh, for sure.
And the fries are going to go bad.
Yeah.
So they got to do it that way.
And look, I'm here to support you. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That is the correct way to do it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I see people go, and I do that with like every meal. I eat all of one thing first, and then I go to, the better or whatever. But I see a lot of people go in and out of different things. And it's like, I just can't do it.
Yeah. I think in theory, some of that is like flashy. It's like flashy technique. You're like, oh, that looks cool, and then you try it, and then you're like, that's really not that cool. Like when people put fries on your burger, it's like you're like, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
I put fries on my burger.
I don't want anything to do with that, dude.
Yeah, and it's like, what, you just didn't want to taste one or the other, and you kind of wanted to taste some of both, maybe.
Yeah. Why would I want two things together that are meh when I can have two things separate that are good?
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Why would I do that?
There's something about that whole flashy thing. People go a little intense.
Yeah.
I will tell you a little cheat code though with the whole Reese's Pieces thing is that when you're at the movies, if you want like a flavored popcorn and you want it to be peanut butter,
Throw them in there.
don't throw them in
Or
there.
you go popcorn.
Yeah, you go like however you want to do it. Personally, I think it's better if you put a little Reese's Pieces in your mouth.
You lube up a little bit with the Reese's.
Yeah, and then you throw the popcorn in, and then it's like you're chewing it and it's coating it, and then it's like, oh, goddamn, that's good.
Yeah. But again, I'm not. Yeah, that's not. I stay out of that lane. I know where I'm at.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to get better on all that. But I brought that up to like just have ownership. I want to get better at it. Like I'm currently doing like the nicotine patch thing to get off of it. Like not literally nicotine patch. I think I should have.
How is that gonna help?
No, like I'm not doing.
It's like, damn, I didn't
like
know
I'm
Reese's had
using
nicotine in it.
Like I'm using a substitute.
What's your sub?
I have the Quest.
Oh, now the problem.
Yeah,
those are way more expensive, aren't they?
Well, look, the only reason I went to that is because Luca got it to me for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Gift. He got me a whole box of them. So I have 4 to come off.
Okay.
I haven't dipped into them yet.
4.
It's a box of 4 and 2 cups per little package. So there's 8 total.
Cups.
I'm going to do my best to have a pack a day until I run out. If I feel like I can make it through this whole day without it, I will.
Yeah.
And then I'll be nervous. Do I even go into them?
Yeah.
If I this is my stand. I'm on the mountaintop right now. I feel good.
I think right now you're at the valley, but you're on the way to the mountaintop. Yeah.
Like it's gonna get harder?
No.
Walking uphill is hard.
No. I mean, I think it can definitely get harder, but I think that is rock. I mean, the 3 packs a day, that's rock bottom.
I'm not on
You're
rock
on
bottom
your
no
way
more.
up.
I quit rock bottom.
You're on your way up.
No, I immediately went from the bottom to the top because I said no anymore. Like I said no.
See, but
I stopped,
I think
is what
there's
I
a
said.
little bit of a journey. I don't think you can just transport from rock bottom to.
Yeah, but look what I did.
Top.
I said, I'm done with this, and I went to sleep. I woke up a new man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the mountaintop. My train of thought is...
Hadn't even been 24 hours without a cut, dude, and he's already on the mountaintop.
Remish. I'm in
Yeah.
Remish.
Yeah.
So what it is I read this quote once. You don't climb the mountain to see the world. Hold on. Fuck.
Already fucked it
No.
up.
You don't climb the mountain for the world to see you. You climb the mountain to see the world. It's something like that.
Yeah. That's Pavlov's law.
Pavlov's dog.
Pavlov's whatever.
Is it Pavlov's law?
I don't know, dude.
Anyways, but
I
like
know
that.
it's Pavlov. I got that part.
Pavlov?
Pavlov.
So that's what I've done. I woke up and I was like, go one more in a different direction.
Yeah. No more cup.
Never.
One more day without him.
Yeah. And the thing is, what makes it so difficult through these moments is you don't know that you've made the slide until you're in the depth of the slide and you're like, well, goddamn, I can't quit yet. Because there's something about like things rising, like I'm not finished with this slide, this run that I'm in. You're like, you need to get to a point where something makes you break.
Where was the breaking point?
It's hard to say. It's like sometimes it is a thing where it's like you look at the scale and you're like, God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a satiety level. Like you get finished eating it and you're like, I don't need that no more.
Satiety?
Yeah, like satiation. Like you're satisfied, you're fully satiated.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Satiation is a real thing. Look it up, satiety level. It's like the feeling of being full or hungry.
Satiety.
I don't know how to spell it.
Satiety is an obsolete form of the word satiety. Satiety means the state of being full or gratified.
Yeah. So it's like something about it. It's like you reach your satiety level that you're like, I'm done. I got what I needed out of it. You know, I was bad off on that oatmeal ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
You saw I just quit that.
I didn't, but yeah.
No, I did.
Okay.
I haven't had ice cream and I don't even know when I stopped doing that one.
Okay. Yeah.
It was sometime last year.
I don't know. I don't track your ice cream habits.
Did you see ice cream in the freezer?
I mean, I don't look in that freezer much.
All right, well, whatever.
But yeah, but good. No, that's
but
what
it's
I'm
like
saying.
when I
That's
get
good.
done with something, I'm just like, all right, I'm good on that.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Reese's is the only thing in my life, food wise, that
keeps coming back.
it's, oof.
Yeah.
It's like the one true love.
Well, it doesn't help that you spend time somewhere.
Yeah,
that
no, I
are-
know.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And I've spent time in that section too much,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the last few months.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother.
Get me out of here.
Yeah, because like the bad thing is they make their packaging real cute.
Yeah, well.
And you're like, I like
their
looking at
marketing-
this.
Their marketing department has made a lot of money.
Yeah, like they know what they're doing. So
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to get out of that. I mean, I'm out of
Well,
that.
that's good, man. I'm out.
You
New
know what?
man. Woke up. New man.
I saw this thing that said this dude was talking about trying to get over addiction and stuff, and he goes, you can't say you are a smoker and you've quit. You got to say you're a non-smoker.
Right.
Because if you say you're a smoker, you believe that I still smoke, I just quit and until who knows how long.
Yeah.
But I am a smoker at heart. So I have to believe that I'm a non-Reese's eater,
Yeah.
not in Reese's recovery.
Right. Yeah. Or, yeah. Was it, he said, I used to be a smoker? Is that what it was?
He said you
'Cause I
can't
think
think of yourself as a smoker because then you always will. You have to think of yourself as, I'm a non-smoker.
Yeah.
So I can't think of myself as a Reese's eater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just not doing it right now. I have to think of myself as a non-Reese's eater.
Right. Yeah.
So normal. Not that excited about it.
Well, but it'll be good, you know?
Yeah, and it's crazy because like last year I was walking around in this places and I would see the things and I was like, isn't it crazy? I don't feel for that right now. Like I don't have the desire for that.
Yeah.
I know how bad it can get, and that is the thing, because the further away you are from it, the more you see the bad in it, and then you see the bad, and then that is the dominant feeling. And so something happens, somebody's, you're in a circle, people are passing around candy, and you're like, whoa, I can't be near this. And then all of a sudden, maybe it's a shape in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, oh,
it's a good one.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And you know how easy it is to crack those little... That has got to be the package to get inside of the shapes, the big package to get into the 18 little packages. What the fuck is that made of? That could seal the borders on anything.
Yeah.
You're not getting in. Holy fucking shit. I've ripped my fingers. I'm like, God damn, I ain't got no fingers left.
Yeah.
But to get into the little ones, you feel like you're taking advantage of something. You're like, man, that felt nasty nice. Yeah.
Open them up.
And they're like,
ooh. Yeah.
They undress themselves. You're like, all right.
They peel back real nice.
Yeah, and there's something that was like mentally seductive about them being hearts and not just anything else.
The shape of it really
yeah,
got a number on
because some of them would say things like, you and me are meant to be. And I was like, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open that little bag up.
Yeah.
And let them know what's up.
I made me feel like at my depth, at the bottom of it, made me feel like what Taylor Swift probably feels like right now. I felt like a loser, dude.
You want to talk about
addiction,
go ahead. Bro?
Addiction?
What
you got?
It's been
gambling?
13 months since I've had a drink.
Holy shit.
3 days ago. 2 days ago. 13 months.
So it's time to celebrate.
Well, my year I celebrated. I hit 12 months. But, I mean, celebration is like...
Well, it's my day one, so...
Yeah. It's the hardest day, dude.
It feels pretty okay right this second.
Yeah, the first one's the hardest one.
Oh, dude, it's... Yeah. Well, congratulations on sobriety.
It's good. It's good. 13 months is a long time.
What do I have to look forward to?
A lot of bad shit.
Like, I mean, what are the steps that have helped you? What do I got to do? What are the things that you're, like, doing? Or what are the... you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, there are 12 steps. There is the...
Who do I have to ask for forgiveness for
there
this?
There is a 12-step program.
Did you do that?
No, I did not. I didn't really see the... I wasn't as attracted to that because I felt like when I first got sober, I was really strong about why I wanted to go sober. Like, I was, like, set on why I was going sober. I think... And because it was a decision that I made, like, me, myself, and I made this decision. I'm doing this for these reasons. I think it was easy for me to get through that first couple months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think if I had other people telling me I needed to get sober, or if it was a medical thing or something like that, I think it would have been more difficult because I didn't make the decision. Yeah. You know, I have other people telling me, hey, you need to calm down, or you need to, but because it was me doing it, I think I was really strong on that the first couple months. So it made it easy to kind of get through the hard parts, quote unquote, of those first couple months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously there's been temptations since then, but I honestly, in the 13 months that I've been sober, I think it has been surprisingly easy for me to do, just because I know, because like I think about what, who I was when I was drinking, the person that I was, that kind of thing. And it's like, I don't want to be that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like thinking about that makes it pretty easy, to kind of not be tempted about it. I mean, obviously things happen that make you want to, but yeah, like I said, I think it was because I made the decision myself and I was the one who like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I think is what made it easy for me to stick to. So
what are your future plans with it? Like, do you plan to be sober for the rest of your life, or do you plan to get to where you can like Have a drink if you want it.
I think for me, it would be best to just stay sober completely. Because I think if I allow myself that, yeah, I'll have a drink. You know, I'll have a glass of wine or whatever. That would be such an easy segue to be back right where I was. You know what I mean? Because it's like, for me, it wasn't just, okay, I'm going to have a beer and then go home. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, we're drinking? Okay, we're drinking. You know? So, so I don't really see myself allowing myself to do any of that kind of thing, just because I think it would be really easy for me once I allow myself that first one. What's stopping me from having 6 more?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, so yeah, I mean, it can be weird, like being out and about, like going out, because I don't really go out anymore, but like going downtown, you know, and I drink NA beers. So like, because it's a lot, you know, when you're in a social setting, everybody has a drink in their hand and you're the only one who doesn't. It can be kind of weird, you know, and people kind of are like, what's going on with him? You know? So like having an NA beer, it kind of, I don't know, loosens up the mood, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I don't, that to me is enough that I don't really want to try and do anything else.
Now,
you know?
What if your favorite comedian of all time, Bert Kreischer, was
Bert
like,
Crystals.
yo, I'm the machine, drink with me? You're going to tell your favorite comedian of all time?
Yes, I won't drink.
You'll tell him yes?
No, I won't drink with him.
Wow, you're going to break his heart.
I don't think he'll worry that much, honestly.
Yeah, he'll just turn around and go to the next
I was about to say, there's probably 50 people around me that are hammered, you know. Honestly.
I mean, he didn't even take the shirt we gave him, so.
Let's be real. I probably wouldn't be there in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's at a bar hammered with a bunch of people, hammered people, you got me for 20 minutes, dude, and then I'm going home. That's about all I got on me. When people start stepping on me and running into me and shit, I'm like, all right, this is enough.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
over
bit much.
I can't do it.
What has been your favorite thing gaining since being sober? Or your favorite part of maybe the process, or
I'm proud of myself for being as strong as I have been, honestly. It's especially recently. Like I said, the beginning was pretty like, okay, I got this, you know. But then the last 4 months, you know, 4 or 5 months, I'm proud of how strong I've stayed and that I've kept that, you know, sobriety. But I think probably the best thing that I've gained is first off, not having anxiety about going places. Like, if you go over to a friend's house, everybody's hanging out, you know, you're doing dinner or whatever, you have a couple beers, and then you go get in your car, and you feel fine, but you've had 3 or 4 beers, and who knows what that looks like on a, you know, sobriety test. So, like, you're anxious about driving home, whether you feel fine or not, but you've had enough beers to think, oh, if I get pulled over right now, I'll probably get a DUI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the fact that I don't ever have to worry about that again, like ever, you know, I can go have, you know, fake beers downtown, drive home whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And not, if I get pulled over, you know, whatever. But like that to me is like, already is just worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I know this is very kind of off topic, but talking about driving, literally I was, you know how our little connection is up here and you got the big road that goes everywhere?
Yeah.
I'm driving underneath the thing that is.
Yeah.
And I pull up to the light and I look over and, you know, you just like gander at the people around you. Just
take a look.
You just soak it in because you're like, maybe this is someone I know. Who fucking knows why you're looking around? Anyways, I look to my left and this dude is like knuckle deep in his nose.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
and I was like, yo, peep this.
It is.
And I'm looking at them, and I was like, they're picking their nose. You see this? They're like, yep. And I was like, is it weird if I look again? And they're like, no, you're good. Because they stopped and looked down at their phone. And then I looked over at the dude in the car. Mm-hmm. He went from this and he goes,
oh, wow.
Cleaned it off.
No.
Cleaned it off. And then I saw him. I was so amazed that I was watching him do it. He double dipped.
Oh, fuck, dude. Jesus. It is you always catch him at lights.
Dude, it's crazy too. And you know what was wild about him? I'm going to give him a little if you guys are out there driving around and you might see this person guy. His entire fucking what is that in? It's your roof, but like it's what is it? Roof liner?
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
There's a different word for it, isn't there? It's not roof liner, but it's your fucking.
Yeah, the lining on your roof.
Yeah, inside of your car.
Yeah.
It's the fabric.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's patched up.
What do you mean?
It's like military patches and all sorts of shit. And he's not that old of a guy. He has to be within my striking distance.
Yeah.
Like he's maybe late 30s, maybe. And like.
So keep an eye out.
Yeah, just keep an eye. Dark hair, short.
An eye out, dude.
I'm giving too much out. But I want to say it was Toyota 4Runner. I don't know. Dark blue.
Took a picture of the license plate if you want it.
Post it later.
I did, dude. I was driving.
I swear to God, I wanted you in that car so badly.
Dude, I was driving. I can't remember where I was going. I think I was on Bayou, like going to the mall or something, or heading that direction. And somebody pulled out in front of me, and I got up because he pulled out like pretty far in front of me, and it was like an old F-150, and you know the old airbrush.
Oh yeah,
shit they
yeah.
used to put on the back of the. So you'd see him with like, like a deer or whatever. Well, I get up because I was like trying to figure out what the fuck it was.
Okay.
And I like pull up, and I shit you not, like I don't know if it was supposed to be like a Black Panther or what the fuck it was, but it was 100%. This dude had a chupacabra airbrushed on the back of his fucking, just like driving around with it.
Hey,
like,
El
for no
Chupacabra is
reason.
real.
Yeah,
They're out there.
Oh, I 100%.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's like a weird thing to have. But it was like an old 90s F-150. And the airbrush was the cleanest part about the truck. He kept that part tidy.
It's like not even the tailgate to that truck. It's a Chevy tailgate. And he's like...
It was the nicest. It was...
How much for the tailgate?
The last time he washed it, that was the only thing he washed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's wild, dude.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. I love that shit, though.
Dude, it is funny the mishaps or like the people you come across, like the weird shit that happens that you'll see or you're like, wow, that is who that is. Today, this is not like who somebody is, but I'm in the checkout in a Chick-fil-A drive-thru and I'm just like, yo, can I see your menu? I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, new man, brand new, just woke up, trying to figure out a new me or get back onto that horse. So I'm like, let me see your menu. I'm trying to figure out a good calorie, high protein, low calorie, sensical meal.
Right.
They hand me the menu. I'm looking at it. And I kind of decide my thing. And I got the 12-piece grilled nuggets, the sweet and spicy sriracha by them. You put it in a little container. You shake it all up. Just one sauce. Yeah. 245 total calories.
Okay.
I think it's like 28 grams of protein, maybe 30.
Okay. Killer
deal.
Right.
Well, I pull off, and I don't think nothing of it. And in my hand...
Oh,
I totally forgot it was even in my fucking hand. Yeah. And I like pull away and I'm looking at the fucking menu.
You're still looking at it?
I was still looking at it.
As you were pulling away?
It did not dawn on me.
You already ordered.
I ordered it
for more food.
I'm here. You know how a car window is? It's right here.
Yeah, it's
I'm here. I'm like, I'll have this and then I'll do this sauce. And I was like this and let the other person order. And I look over them and look over at them and they were like, all right, it's whatever the price was. And I was like, all right, cool. And I like set the menu just like that. They didn't ask for it back. Pay. And they're like, all right, they'll take you to the next window. And I'm putting the thing in, and I put this in my hand, and I put it in gear. I'm holding it. Like it's part of me now.
You're from park to drive?
Yeah. I'm holding it to where it's like, it's part
normal.
of me.
Yeah,
it's like,
normal.
It's my new phone.
You've already got it figured out.
This must be a sign.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A is the new spot.
Well, I'm a new man. I got to figure out better alternatives.
Chick-fil-A's got a couple.
Hey, this is part of the stew now, dude. And feel that ain't no bullshit.
Oh, it's laminated, dude.
It's not no bullshit lamination either. Like that is a legit.
It's good stuff.
From factory, crisp, first edition.
I was gonna say there isn't any Chick-fil-A stuff on it, but there's one little hint there.
Yeah.
But the rest of it doesn't have it.
You can eat on this. This is basically a placemat.
There was something I was gonna say. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Look,
I was like, oh, it's like a cue card. Like you're Jimmy Fallon. You're like, and where did you go after that?
Can we? I just want to say this out loud. Chick-fil-A, I understand you need to have people outside of the restaurant taking your order because there are 9,000 cars
for sure.
in the drive-thru.
Yes.
Now, every other place that does it, stop. There's no point.
Yeah.
There is no... I went to a Fusakli's like a couple weeks ago. There's nobody in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
There's not a single person in the drive-thru.
Yep.
And this young lady is standing out there in the sun with her little fucking tablet to take my order. I'm like, can I not just go up there?
Yeah, what happened to the speaker boxes?
She was like, we're just doing it here now. For what? For why?
Here, I'll give you $5. Go sit down.
Yeah, dude, go inside.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. And it's happened in multiple places where I'm like, there's no reason for this person to be out here.
And look, I'm not trying to like take away this person's job, but let's double down on, let's say that position needs to be there. You know who would be best for those positions?
Who?
Homeless people. They don't need to be highly qualified, and I'm not saying homeless people are stupid at all. Mm-hmm. But if you want to start to integrate like people that are homeless into the job field again and try to get them out of the streets, these are positions that are available that, why are we not doing this? Right. Like, yes, we do need to clean up their image a little bit, maybe do something in that field. Maybe there's a grant out there that can be established for companies that want to do that. Yeah. But it's like, get them, some of these people do want to fucking work.
Yes. And
these are great positions. You're outside in the fucking sun. They're used to that. Mm. You're holding a tablet.
They're kind of trained for it.
You know what I'm saying? And I know this sounds funny, but I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah. But it's also like it's like you see a problem and you see a fix and you're like, why can't these come together? Do your thing.
Yeah. Put your hands together. What are you talking about?
No, the thing you always do where you're like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm like, do your thing, and you're like, what's he want? You have no idea. You're like, what is my thing?
Ain't got none.
Dude, hey, yo, we're in the kitchen the other night. Obviously, you guys weren't there, but fucking what were we talking about? It was something so dumb. It was like, I don't even fucking know, but the point of it was like, you, like, out of nowhere, you had such a strong opinion, and you go, this is my thing. It's like,
here's my thing.
Yeah. It's like, that is not, this is the thing that's your thing. Yeah. You're like, no, it's not. Yeah. It was about food, I think.
Probably. Yeah.
Because I think we're talking.
It was probably when I cooked it was probably when I did the shells, the little baby ones.
No, was it the rice thing? I was asking, because Lucas said, like,
yeah,
warm rice can last forever, and you're like, here's my thing.
You were like, I already figured it out.
Yeah.
Like, we already talked about it.
You're like, you're giving me you were very passionate, so I let you go for a little bit. And I was like, hey, I'm not the one eating bacteria, like, fucking ridden warm rice a week later, still in the warmer.
Yeah.
And you're like, but look, this is the thing. You shouldn't. And I'm like,
no, who are you talking to?
Me? This is not my problem.
Yeah, man. It's tough, dude.
Look, this is my thing.
I got onto it.
That's like that drunk dad talk. Listen, this is my thing. I love you, but
we've been talking about it for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. Dude, have you stopped at that? I don't know what's going on up at this Circle K.
Oh.
This one up here?
You're talking about the streetwalkers?
Brother. I went in there this morning. I stopped there this morning for my energy drink.
Yeah.
I got it out without stuttering once that time.
Oh, crazy.
You hear that? I went in there. There was a homeless person.
Yes.
Outside. Also one inside just drinking coffee. Made a cup, drinking it next to the coffee machine.
He's like, well, if I don't leave with a full cup,
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
That person. There was somebody who I thought was part of the My 700 Pound Life Club. Just walking around.
Okay. No camera crews.
Yeah, which I was very surprised.
There were some people floating around looking.
Yeah. There was an Amazon driver that was part of a community with a bunch of letters.
Yeah. You want to see what America looks like? Go to a Circle K.
Walked in with a dog. Just the dog walked in with the other homeless person. And I'm like, what is going on
opened
here?
the door for the guy and was like, come on.
Yeah. I was like, what is going on
Yeah.
here, dude?
It is.
It's crazy.
It's no disrespect to these people, but it is like, you know that movie franchise, 28 Days Later? I don't know what the movie franchise is called, but it's like one of the movies is 28 Days Later, one is 28 Weeks Later, and the newest one is
this the apocalypse one or something?
It's like zombies.
Yeah.
But it's like, I haven't seen any of them, but
Okay.
the newest one is coming out this year. It's 28 Years Later.
Yeah.
So they messed the whole like month thing. I don't know why they didn't do that. But it's like they're sponsoring our Circle K. They're doing live action playthroughs of the movie, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
What? It'll be a 75-year-old guy and he'd be like, didn't we go to school together, me and you? Like, not unless you were teaching it. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, dude, it's wild.
Hey, brother, can I get some gas? You walked over here.
Yeah.
With what? Are you putting it in your pockets?
Dude.
How are you going to get the gas where you're going?
Dude, I didn't tell you about this, but we were driving up to Georgia as me, my little brother, and his girlfriend. We were moving my mom's stuff up because they just moved to Georgia.
Yeah.
My mom and my sister. And so we had 2 U-Hauls, and we were stopping in LaGrange or something over in Georgia. And we pull into this gas station, and it's like you walk in, there's the big front like desk. It's all glassed in, right? And there's like, the lighters and knives and all that kind of shit there. And I walk in kind of to the back, and there's a glass case for, like, they have cigars in there, they have vapes, they have, like,
what is
pipes.
this place?
It's a gas station.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, but, like, it's not like a Circle K. It's like an Indian gas station.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
they have, where it's like you can buy T-shirts in there.
Yeah,
but
it's
you
like
can also
Blue Creek
buy
or something.
beef jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I walk to the back, and there's the cases, and they have like the locks on them, like at a Best Buy. And I walk to the other side, and there's just a piece of paper on the front of it that says, asking for help. That's all the paper said, because the thing was locked and you couldn't get into it. And I was like, dude, that
It had a question mark on it?
No, they were trying to say ask for help. But they printed asking for help. And I was like, damn. I was sitting there cracking my ass. Like, I was dying laughing. I was the only person in the gas station. Dude, it was so good.
For help.
Asking for help.
Good grief. And I love that you put an accent on it for no reason.
In my head, that's how it sounded.
Yeah.
So
it is wild how you'll read things
that,
like that.
But that's just how it sounded in my head.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think a part of that being a better person thing is, I think we're about to go hit some weights.
Yeah. I'm gonna go move some weight. I'm gonna move some weight, dude.
All right, dude.
I'm gonna sweat a little bit.
Before we get out of here, though, if you want to get tattooed, who is the guy to see?
Johnny Mumbles, baby.
At Sacred Grounds Tattoo Studio at the foot of the 3 Mile Bridge. They really should have renamed that bridge.
The what?
I don't know. Like, I would have thought somebody would have put in money to, like, yo, let me get naming rights on that. Because what is the other bridge called?
Bob Sykes.
That's the one into Pensacola Beach?
Yeah.
Bob Sykes Bridge. Mm-hmm. So, like, who is that?
I think that was a dude.
I mean, like, does he own car dealerships or something?
I don't know. I think
Bob
it
Sykes.
was like a long time ago.
So I figured that 3 Mile Bridge would have been called something. Anyways, he's at the end of the foot of the 3 Mile Bridge in Pensacola, not Gulf Breeze. Got a beautiful view of the bridge. Amazing artwork. We post him all the time on our story. If you want to check him out, hit up their Instagram or go into the studio, kind of get like a consultation. He'll fit you in, get some amazing work put on you. If you want to put like, you want to get a little, what are those like tally marks that go dun 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 dun? What is the name of that technique? People in prison do it a lot on their walls. You could.
Yeah.
My point was like,
hey, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get it.
My point was like to get that on your skin for like every year you're sober.
Oh yeah.
Get like tally marks.
Mm-hmm.
Tally maybe.
I think it's probably tally. Yeah.
Maybe tally mark your body up, dude.
Or you could do it for days.
That's a lot.
Is it?
For days?
Yeah.
You mean like every day you're sober, a tally mark?
I was talking more in the Reeses sense.
You don't think I'm gonna be sober that long?
Day one. Huh?
You don't think I'm gonna be sober that long?
Check out Johnny Mumbles at Sacred Grounds Tattoo Studio, baby. foot of 3 Mile Bridge on the Pensacola side.
You can have more faith in his product than homeboy over here has faith in me.
I don't. I want you to. I do. I hope it is good. I wasn't talking shit.
I would genuinely bet you that I'll be able to stay off Reese's longer than you'll be able to stay sober. But you already have a year on me, and if you never break, I can never catch you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna poison you in your sleep. Drop a little whiskey in your mouth. Put it in your little mouthwash.
If you did that,
yeah, that's fucked up.
If you did that,
that's fucked.
We would never be friends again.
Yeah, and look, I know I joked about it. I would never do that. That's like biological warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. That's like fucking.
I know you're kidding. I know.
Okay, cool.
I know.
Like I would never do that shit to anyone.
Yeah.
Now
it is
I
funny,
could
though,
see you.
It is funny though how a couple of my friends are like, I do have a couple that are like, you coming over to get fucked up? I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, you want a beer? No, dude. Like
Yeah.
who like are set on it, and I'm like, what part of this do you not understand?
I think what it is the thrill of the chase. They want to be the one that breaks.
They're trying to be the one to.
Yeah, they're like, yo, he broke his
He
sobriety.
broke that shit with me, cuz.
Yeah, and they're like,
Yeah. Fucking.
bro, you suck.
That's terrible.
And he's
dude.
like, I didn't even really think about it.
You know what? I kind of fucked up, didn't I?
Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go get jacked and make our Johnny Mumbles tattoos look fucking sick. So check him out. Tell him the boys sent you. See what you come up with. Post it and we'll repost it. Tag us in it.
Yeah. And if you need his page info, we post him on the story quite a bit. So
quite a bit.
You can
at Sacred Grounds
click on that.
Tattoos or at Johnny Mumbles. So check it
Super
out.
simple.
Dude,
Hell
I can't thank you enough for being sober.
Thanks, man.
And
Congrats
having faith
on-
in me.
Congrats.
We're both sober boys.
sober boys, dude.
I also
Real deal.
one also I don't drink.
Yeah.
2 also day 1.
Day one.
First day out.
It's the hardest
T
one.
Grizzly, dog.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you.
Yee hee yee.